Welcome to the first video of Power Electronics. Today we'll be explaining you power converters. There are basically four types of power converters: a rectifier, a chopper, an inverter, and an AC voltage regulator. Let's look at the first one, a rectifier. A rectifier is a device which converts AC voltage to DC voltage. Example, we all know them, mobile chargers. So this is how it works. When you supply an AC voltage to the rectifier, it conducts in the forward bias and gives you a voltage. When you have a negative cycle, the rectifier does not carry the charges and thus we do not get an output. Thus we get just the DC output. Let's look up to the chopper. A chopper is a device which converts a DC voltage to either a higher DC voltage or a lower DC voltage. Let's look at this example. See, we are here giving a DC supply. The first S1 is on, we have an output. But then S1 is off, then we don't have an output. Thus we see that we have squared output. That is, the reduced DC value is the median of the squared outputs. Let's look up to an inverter. An inverter is a device which converts a DC input to a AC output. Let's see how. First we see that we are giving the DC current to the first one. And we see that S1 is conducting and we have this output over here. And it is in this direction of the load. Once we are giving current to the second cycle, we see that the S2 is conducting, but the direction with respect to load is changed, and thus we have this. We here see that when we are giving this DC voltage, we are getting a AC output. Thus our conversion is done. For AC voltage regulator, that is for converting from AC to AC, we see that we are giving a current over here and this is conducting and we get an output. And for the next cycle, this is conducting and we again have an output. But we see that in practical example that once we are giving this, by changing the frequency from minimum to maximum, we see that either the phases of the AC output are changed. That is, either you get the output from 30 degrees or you don't get the output from 0 to 30 degrees. That is what is happening over here, and thus we are getting an AC output, but it is a bit varied. At different frequencies, it will conduct in a different way. I hope you have all the general ideas of all the power converters present here. Thank you. Robometrics.